What's up, guys? I'm FeelGoodKenny. Hope you're all feeling good today. It is Tuesday, and I'm not sure if I said this yet in a video, but I do have an upload schedule now for as long as I can on Tuesdays and Saturdays at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So I wasn't really sure what to talk about in this video. I've been sticking to this schedule now for the past 2 weeks. I've had 4 videos uploaded so far, and I've been talking a lot about some real things that I struggle with, whether it's social anxiety or whether it's just kind of feeling like a failure. These are all things that I want to express to you guys. I want to share this stuff with you guys. A couple of videos ago, I uploaded a video talking about my social anxiety and just kind of nervousness around people, and in a weird, like almost ironic, but maybe not ironic. Maybe it's like completely unironic. Um, After I uploaded that video, I was very, very nervous about reading the comments because I shared something very personal. I shared something that I really struggle with and that I hate about myself, which is that I'm always worried that people are thinking about me, social anxiety, that sort of stuff. And I realized, that sometimes talking about this stuff is difficult for me. Really, what happened was I didn't read the comments on that video for like 2 days because of just this fear, of getting criticism and stuff. Of course, once I did read the comments, I saw everything was fine. I read the comments and everybody was supportive. Everybody was leaving. Um, Really, everybody was doing what I wanted them to do, which was just talk about themselves and their experience and how they related to what I talked about in that video. And man, I love that. I really do. I love the support and the encouragement that people give me on these videos. I really am trying to be as open as I can with the things that I struggle with and with my insecurities and negative feelings and that sort of thing. And the purpose of this is to talk about these things because I feel like they need to be talked about. I feel like it's very much a problem that individuals face in their lives of having to deal with their own, negative mindset or just negative feelings and emotions and that sort of stuff. And I like to talk about myself and the things that I struggle with because I think that by talking about things, I can learn, I can understand myself better, and I can figure out how I can grow and get better, right? And really, that's the ultimate goal here, right? Is I want to feel good. I think that people get it, right? I think that people understand that this stuff is a problem that people go through, and that not everybody on the internet is willing to share their experiences with just how they feel, negative things, insecurities. A lot of people keep that stuff to themselves, right? Sort of something that I've seen people say on this channel. People have left comments just about my ability to talk about this stuff, publicly, and some people will say, "Oh, you're so brave or courageous for talking about this stuff online," and that might be true, but really, this really gets down to the topic of emotional vulnerability. Some people are not that good at being vulnerable, at being open and talking about their feelings, and other people are. So I want to pose this question to you of number one, how are you when it comes to this? Are you good at being emotionally vulnerable, or do you struggle? Right? Um, you know, I am interested to hear if you have seen people who are maybe not so good at expressing their emotions, and what do you think that means? Do you think that those people that aren't good at talking about their feelings and stuff, are they do they sort of does that cause a problem for them or what? I guess I'm just sort of I want you guys to let me know what you think about this topic in general. Also, like, what are the benefits of being able to talk about your feelings, being able to be open and vulnerable about this? For me, like I said, it helps me work through, my problems and hopefully understand myself better. I think that's sort of the point of therapy, if you go to therapy, it gives you a place to not just talk about your feelings, but get feedback from somebody else, and have somebody there to kind of guide your guide the conversation and guide your focus on what to talk about. I looked up the definition of emotional vulnerability, and I have it right here. And the definition of emotional vulnerability is the ability or willingness to acknowledge and potentially express one's emotions, particularly those emotions that are difficult or painful, such as shame, sadness, anxiety, insecurities, etc. And I thought that was actually really something worth me. I'm glad I read this. Is the fact that it's the ability to acknowledge things that are difficult and painful, right? Sometimes it can be difficult to talk about how you really feel, because then you kind of got to admit that something is true that you don't want to be true, right? It can be difficult to talk about your feelings, because then that means maybe you have to face them and try to get through it, and that whole process is uncomfortable for people. So this is why people push their emotions to the side, or don't admit that they're real or that they're a problem, and then it kind of builds up, and things sort of manifest themselves in all sorts of different ways. If you don't acknowledge something's a problem, if you don't face an issue that you have, whether it's, struggles with addictions or problems in a relationship, or things can happen in your life because you're not acknowledging something going on underneath the surface in your mind, I guess is what I'm saying, right? So, for me to actually talk about this stuff in these videos, on YouTube, being so public about it, you know, that sort of does, um, put me in a place where it is uncomfortable, because people can give me criticism for whatever I'm doing. People can't. It opens me up for judgment from people, and I have gotten a lot of stuff in the past like that is very uncomfortable for me to hear. When I make these videos, because this is what I want to do, right? I want to make these videos talking about negative feelings and struggles with emotions, because I'm a very emotional guy, and I want to grow. I want to get better. I want to be more confident. I want to love myself. I want to feel good in life. And, you know, I've learned that although it's difficult for me to talk about this stuff sometimes, it's what I need to do, and I think that it's the right way to go about stuff. Maybe making YouTube videos isn't the best thing, right? But at the very least, I'm at least expressing myself. It might be better for me to not make this public. It might be better for me to actually just keep a journal for myself. This is kind of a journal in a way, or maybe just, I don't know, like just have somebody in my life to talk to about this stuff. Although I feel kind of uncomfortable talking about this stuff with actual people. It's so much easier just to like make a video, you know. I just wanted to mention emotional vulnerability for this video, right? That is the takeaway from this. Is I want you to think about your own, willingness to acknowledge and to face those difficult emotions that you go through. How can that benefit you? I've been talking for a while. Man, all these videos, I apologize. All my videos, they end up being like 10 minutes long. My last couple of videos have been over 10 minutes, almost 15 minutes. So those are long videos. I do want to try to get my videos down even shorter. There's just a lot of stuff I want to bring up, a lot of stuff I want to talk about. I mean, like I have so many different negative feelings and thoughts, and I want to explore each of them individually, and that is sort of what I'm going to do on this channel in the short term, in the future here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for your support. When you guys leave comments on my videos, please just try to be as supportive and positive and encouraging as you can. Just talk about yourself, like talk about what you know about yourself, and talk from experience. I really think it's the most valuable thing for this channel and for this community as a whole here on this channel, and for myself, is if you just leave comments and and talk about how you directly and personally relate to what I talk about. I want to see this channel have good vibes, be very supportive, very encouraging, very just good feeling sort of place. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Take care.